This is the 24th annual Israel Day concert in Central Park at Summer Stage. We're honored, privileged, and it's a great pleasure, of course, to have Pete Hegseth, two-time bronze medal winner from Afghanistan and Iraq, who's on Fox every day, Fox and Friends. Went to Israel with us, visited Atara Kohanim. The Golan Heights did a great show on the Golan Heights. So last night, England got hit by terrorists again, unfortunately, and I wanted your reaction.
Yeah, of course. Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me here. It's great to be here. Last year we got rained out. This year we did not. We're going to brave it no matter what. No, I'm truly honored to be here. This is a cause that's, as you know, near and dear to my heart, and the opportunity to go see it with you, the way that you deliver it, was fantastic. So thank you for that, and it's an honor to be here. Yeah, I mean, it's yesterday, this morning we were reporting on Fox and Friends all morning about the attack in London. It is a unfortunate reality of modern times that no one should be surprised about. I think we need to scratch this word senseless violence from our lexicon, because to our enemies in radical Islamists, this is not senseless. It is, they know exactly what they're doing and why they're doing it. They have both a violent and political motive, and it is to subjugate the West. And it's something that those who live in Israel have faced existentially for a very long time, and the West, unfortunately, is having to wake up to. So you never want attacks to happen. They're always unfortunate, but they also do serve as unfortunate reminders and wake-up calls that this threat is not gone and we are not addressing it properly.
So you were in Israel with us this past summer. We saw firsthand the old city. We saw settlements in the Judea and Samaria region, these beautiful homes. You went to the Golan Heights, you saw beautiful homes. So you saw firsthand, I mean, this misnomer of the word settlement, it reminds me of teepees in Arizona somewhere. So the issue is, can you explain to the American public, and to the world for that matter, that these homes, these cities in Judea and Samaria are no different than any homes in New York, Arizona, England, wherever they might be?
Not at all, and many of them are well served by a wall that we refuse to build in our own country. Security and physical security very much matter. It was amazing to go, amazing to understand the geography of Judea and Samaria, the history that many of us as a Christian that I've read about but hadn't seen, and then also understanding the Jewish heritage of those very sites and why this idea of a two-state solution, or this idea of the so-called West Bank, is a misnomer, and the caricature that's been created in the left-wing media in this country, that, as you said, these are dangerous outposts infringing on people's lives in shacks. No, these are people trying to live their lives on their traditional homeland that deserve to be treated as such. And I think the recognition that the two-state solution is more or less dead helps us understand the importance of these places and the importance that they are to the state of Israel.
The issue is for the President of the United States. You've been in the running for Veterans Affairs, the cabinet post. We hope you get it. But I also hope you also stay at Fox somehow. I don't know how we can arrange both, but if we could, I would definitely choose both. But you're certainly in the running for Veterans Affairs, having run an organization of over 100,000 veterans in your young life already. And the issue is, you have to tell the President what you saw firsthand. I wish you had visited Judea and Samaria, Ma'ale Adumim, and places like that we did go to. What do you have to tell the President about the homeland of Israel, the heartland of Israel?
First of all,
Judea and Samaria.
He couldn't
visit, right?
Well, I think he did visit, and he did something no president has ever done before by visiting the wall and praying and paying the respects that place deserves. And I know there's always political complications and caveats and things that's happened on a trip like that, but I can tell you the way that trip was received in America sent signals all across this country of how recommitted America is to Israel after the last 8 years under President Obama, who abandoned that relationship and cozied up to Iran and changed the entire formulation of the Middle East. So I think the trip was historic. I think it sent all the signals, many good signals, and I think the President's heart is in the right place. And I have a sense that it will not be his last trip to Israel. I don't know his travel schedule at all. But I'm sure his people, as committed as they are, as Israel being as core of an ally as we have, will make sure that it's back on his agenda.
Yeah, you mentioned another trip. I would recommend, I'm sure the President is already thinking about this, that the 70th anniversary of the State of Israel is happening happening in 2018. And that would be another opportunity for him. But this time I would like him to indeed visit Judea and Samaria firsthand, see firsthand what you saw, and then formulate a new formulation, if you will.
Sure, I think he's in the middle of gathering facts and talking to everyone and trying to get a lay of the land before, you see even with the delay of moving the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, a move a lot of us would like to see happen. They have not said it won't happen. They've said it's a matter of when, not a matter of if. I take them on their word on that, but sometimes these things are a matter of timing. So, but I know that his heart, as someone who puts America first and Western interests first, he understands how important Israel is in that eternal alliance, and I believe he'll stand by it.
I want to thank Pete Hegseth, Major Pete Hegseth, for coming out in this weather. It's better than last year.
Great event. It is better.
It's great event. We have thousands of people here in Central Park honoring the 50th anniversary of the reunification of all Judea and Samaria, by the way, as well as Jerusalem, and of course the Six-Day War, which made all of this possible.
Absolutely.
And one of the greatest wars. You're a student of the Army and how to wage war. The Six-Day War was one of the greatest accomplishments of human beings on this planet for probably.
And sent shockwaves through the entire world, changed that entire region, and established Israel as a state that was going nowhere. Some call it a miracle. It may have been, but it was also a product of courage, great strategy, and people who had the guts to fight for their homeland. So I'm honored to be here.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.